Hi tango dancers! Sacadas are one of the most fun tango movements, but often they don't feel quite right. And if it's the case for your sacadas, you are not alone. So in this video, we teach you the top 3 tango mistakes you want to avoid when doing sacadas and how to fix them so that your sacadas become smooth, fluid and connected. And we show you a tango demonstration at the end. Mistake number 1 is lack of connection in the embrace. And these are subtle but powerful mistakes that both the leaders and the followers make.
So it's very important that when we do the sacadas that we keep our frame, yes? So here, for example, if I want to do a sacada in the forward ocho, I need to keep my frame, I need to keep my embrace and my elbows in front of my body. If I go this, if I want to go and I do this, and then I will start pushing her or will start not having a space to the sacada. So I need to keep my frame and the same for the follower, because if Anne goes with a floppy embrace there, I will not find the contact with her leg and I will push her instead because I will be falling on her space.
So you need to think that the hand in the open side of the embrace is always in between the shoulders of the leaders and the followers. It cannot be closer to the leaders or closer to the followers. So 2 things, you don't want to push or pull your partner, and also you don't want to be too floppy without presence in the embrace. You want to be present but not pushing, not pulling.
So we are present here and here because the dissociation, and then I will have the perfect space to do the sacada because I'm kind of putting some pressure in my left arm now, and Anne is answering with the same quality of pressure. So in this way we are connected and we can really make the sacada keeping this connection, not being in front of each other, not falling on each other's space.
Mistake number 2 is for the followers. And followers, if you fix this mistake for the sacadas, it's going to transform your whole dancing. So pay attention. The mistake is the followers anticipating with the free leg because they do not dissociate properly. So here, for example, in the sacada, we see a lot this happening. So the followers collecting their free leg before the leader has had the time to do the sacada. In tango, remember, everything is starting from the upper body. The free leg is moving as a consequence of what is happening in the torso. So I'm going to take my step as invited by the follower, by the leader, but always leading my free leg. And I will start my movement not here, not by collecting, but by following his torso with my torso. So first my torso goes, then my hips, and then as a consequence my free leg goes. That is what creates the time and the space for the leader to do the sacada.
So leaders, you have to do your part as well, of course, because you can dance with different type of partners. However, if she doesn't have the technique of dissociation and she anticipates, you will have to be really, really slow to kind of stop her almost in the middle, yeah, when she has the weight in both feet, and then slowly transferring her weight, in a way that you create more space and time for yourself to the sacada, right? But if the leader doesn't have the vocabulary, the leader is rushing her in the giros, in the ochos, of course, you are not helping, yeah? So here, if I'm a leader that I'm rushing her, if I'm rushing her with opening too fast and at the same time going, even like this, if she doesn't anticipate, I will not make the contact with her leg. Yeah? So that's why leaders, when you want to do the sacada, you want to open the right shoulder, for example, in this case, as a door, but slowly. Start opening slowly so that you create the space and the time to find the contact with the leg.
Mistake number 3 is all about the leader. And leaders, you're going to be maybe a bit challenged by this because this is a bit counterintuitive, but it's going to help you be much more connected with your partner. And in mistake number 3, we want to explore the lack of precision by the leader.
So when we talk about precision, it means that as a leader, when you are doing the sacadas, you don't want to put attention in the step. You don't want to think in doing your step. You want to think in how you are going to communicate with your partner to find the contact with her free leg and to do the sacada. So when we say that it's that is not precise, the sacada, is when the leader wants to go into the step, boom. I go straight away into the step and not really being aware of what is happening with her axis and not being aware of finding the contact with the leg. So always in the sacadas we want to find this connection between going with the leg to find the contact and with the upper body inviting your partner to go, right? So this is coordinated and is slow and precise so that you can find the contact and then transferring the weight. So even if you want to do fast sacadas, that highly we recommend to do slow sacadas in the beginning to find this precision, this quality, this control. And then after you can go faster. Yes, but the most important thing is this, no? The how you learn to find the contact, and then slowly you start transferring the weight, and when you change your weight is when you take the space. You want to be very, very precise, otherwise it doesn't feel good for the follower if you go to crash with her leg. Yeah? So you want always to find the contact and very softly changing the weight and inviting your partner, or you taking that space of your partner.
We're going to show you how this gets together in the music, dancing it to tango music just now. But first, if your sacadas feel that they lack fluidity or they feel a bit uncomfortable or you are losing your balance when dancing them, we have a special free guide for you with one powerful exercise for the sacadas. This is the exercise we give to our students in London all the time, and it can completely transform your sacada dancing. We will put the link for you in the comments below. It's free, make sure you check it out. So now, let's look at sacada dancing with tango music and look at how what matters is the connection in our embrace more than the steps.
Vamos a Livón, era una pebeta que en el barrio Costa del Viejo mamá, con su pinta barba de alegre grisera, animó las fiestas de descaterar. Era la papusa del barrio latino que supo los puntos del verso inspirar. Pero fue que un día llegó un argentino y a la francesita la hizo suspirar. Madame Yvonne, la cruz del sur fue como el sino. Madame Yvonne, fue como el sino de tu suerte. Alondra gris, tu dolor me conmueve tu pena, es la nieve, Madame Yvonne.
Sacadas are a lot of fun, and once you have solved these mistakes, you'll see they are going to be completely transformed and you're going to feel much more comfortable dancing them. And obviously what matters in tango, as always, is not the steps that you are doing, but how it's feeling in the embrace. So if you need help making your embrace feel more comfortable, more relaxed, more connected with your partner, make sure you watch our next video all about tango embrace mistakes that are going to help you create a deeper, more meaningful connection with your partner.
And remember to give time to your partner, to give time to yourself, to the sacadas, not rushing, especially if you are still in the learning process. And then after a while you will find more speed or more fluidity. But the important thing now is you to focus on that connection, that connection with your partner and with the free leg of the follower.
Now, we share a video lesson all about making your tango dancing more elegant and more connected every week. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video lessons.
And please keep learning and keep sharing your dancing because the world of tango needs your embrace.